This team is rolling right now, winners of 5 in a row. What do you think the common thread has been over that span?
Well, the key word is win. That's pretty common. Just happy to be here, really, you know, being a part of a great run here in New York and now in Tampa, but just playing some good ball. Fundamentals are intact, good defense, good pitching, good play discipline, you know, just what people strive to do on a consistent basis.
You mentioned the fundamentals. What impressed you about the defensive display you saw last night?
Yeah, that's big league level, you know, defensive work. I mean, from both sides. The Rays did a great job. I mean, took away some runs there at the end, but it's fun baseball to see guys use their athletic ability to cut balls off, make plays, and it transforms the game. I mean, you see like last night in the ninth, he makes the big play in right field, Caballero, and it keeps it a one-run game. So those little differences, Belly sliding down the line, for instance, the play to me didn't really end in anything insane, but it was like, all right, you know, that's the type of effort, the type of things that win ball games. And so when you think about one-run ball games, you think about the course of the year, how many you're winning, how many you're losing. Those are the type of things on the field that add up.
The bullpen has been excellent, last 2 games especially, but when you look over the last 7, you guys are pitching to a sub-1 ERA. Just what do you think has led to your success as a bullpen, as a unit?
Well, first off, getting people out. That'll help the ERA for sure. I think those numbers don't really get noticed from us. You know, I think it's about doing our job individually, stepping up when needed to, support each other, making sure we're keeping it light. Just all the simple things that one would do. I think showing up to the field every day is about having fun. It's about not getting too stressed out, especially in big moments. It's just about embracing the challenge and finding a way to win it. And I think when you go and put your head down on the pillow at night, you just want to be like 100% was there, and whether it was in my favor or not, like, that's part of the game. So it's just a very easy mindset. It's one that's definitely fun, and we have a good laugh down there from time to time.
How do you keep it light?
Well, I just I count to 100 a lot. I mean, I don't know. I find things, play I Spy. Have you played I Spy of late?
I have not done that in quite some time.
Yeah, well, underrated game. Either way, you just find ways to pass the time. You stay locked in. I think it's like a soft focus. It's something where you know what's going on in the game, but you're not like too dialed in until the moment comes. And I think that helps keep the energy contained. I think you're not giving away too much. But, you know, there's a whole mental you know, skills type thing we can go down to, but I think we're short on time here.
You've told me multiple times last season you're not superstitious, you're a little stitious when it comes to some of the numbers. So I'm not going to read you your numbers to start the season, but they have been very, very good. What do you think has allowed you to get off to such a good start?
I don't know. Hitters being nice, I guess.
Hitters are never nice. Come on.
Yeah, hitters just being polite. I think it's just a matter of grabbing some momentum and taking it and finding ways to miss small and really think through certain at-bats that don't feel great and some at-bats that feel really good. Last night was a good testament of just feeling, you know, warm in some weather and just feeling very confident. And then there's some other ones that have not been as dialed in with some walks. It's just been about navigating and finding a way to put up a 0. So it's not making the moment big. It's just about how can I, one, survive sometimes. Maybe sometimes it's about how do we dominate, but it comes and it's just about adjustments. So these things will come and go. I'm happy with where we're at and I'm at, but you know, we put enough together, then you just hope to be on the good end of it.
You mentioned the warm weather. The velocity was up last night, 95.7. People were talking about it just to keep an eye on it. I know you weren't worried about it. You said it comes. That's typically what happens. But I asked Aaron Boone about it after the game, and he said, yeah, he was digging his fastball. Would you agree with that assessment?
That's a nice word. I was feeling nice about it. Yeah, I was feeling nice. I did take a peek at the first one to get a feel, and then as we went on, I felt like I really got into a good groove with it. It was nice to see it back to where I hope it to be. People don't need to stress about things. If we just need to relax and enjoy the game, and if we're doing our job right, it shouldn't have to look perfect. So I wasn't too worried about it. People can be okay with me getting back into the feel for things, but it just goes back to what I said. Sometimes you got to navigate and go through certain climates, certain patches, but it's part of the game, and you just find a way to get it done.
Before I let you go, a couple more questions. What do you think of Fernando Cruz's splitter? How would you describe that pitch?
Well, I give Mark Leiter a hard time. I was just like, hey, we got a real splitter guy here now. But no, it's awesome to have two of the best splitters in the game, right? Fernando has a very different one. I think they're very different pitches, even though they're labeled the same. But I played with Fernando in Cincinnati a couple years ago and got a first-hand look, just like I am now. And people are starting to see this guy, not if they haven't already, huge strikeout threat. The splitter gets the craziest swings. Sometimes you're just like, I don't know what they're swinging at, but he does such a good job of tunneling, creating a unique pitch. And look, we got guys that have pitches that nobody else throws in the league, right? We got Devin, we got Mark, we got Fernando. They're just unique outlier pitches. So it makes it hard for one inning or the amount of time that hitters get to try to adjust and get a feel for it. And it shows in their strikeout numbers.
The Easter is tomorrow for those who celebrate. You did a pretty cool thing with a glove, designing a glove. I believe, is that it right there? Is that one of them?
This is one. This is a sneak peek at one that's to come.
Ooh.
Yeah, the details are to come soon. It is on the same wavelength, but no, the glove that I typically wear is a Bible-based glove. It is originally a brown one. I wear blue because I think it's a little swaggy. There are some blue Bibles that have come into our earth, but yeah, it's just subtle. There's some verses in there. There's a thorn crown. Just subtleties of what is near and dear to me to go on the field to just kind of showcase what I believe in, along with some cool swaggy stuff guys like to represent themselves on. So subtle stuff. Just want to make sure that I'm out there, I'm grounded, and even though I'm a little bit psycho on the mound sometimes, I do try to get back into knowing that what my real purpose is. So it is a really cool weekend as always, very impactful one, and just happy to be playing baseball for a living.